Hi, my name is Karen Crawford, and I'm with God's Garden Treasures, home of the amazing floral memberships. And what I want to share with you today is a quick video about um, delivery and how we handle heat. People are often curious if they've got to be in the logistics of how we deliver or what we do. In the summer it's hot, a lot of times in the spring and fall, even in the winter, a few days, heat can be an issue. If you're in an enclosed car, what happens? So what I want to do is share with you what we do, why we do it, and how we do it. What we do, we make delivery easy. We keep the flowers cool. We make it delightful experience all the way around. Why we do this is we're a luxury brand. We want you to have a luxury experience, both the sender and the recipient, and make it easy for you and simple. We take on all the logistics so that it can be simple for you. How we do this is we ask questions as you're setting up your membership, deciding when the deliveries will happen, your communication preferences. Do you want it to be a surprise? Do you want to communicate ahead? It's really up to you how that happens. Our general practice is that we deliver the flowers without communicating ahead of time to the recipient, to their home or office. Obviously, if it's a hospital or it's to a funeral home or an actual funeral service, that's a whole different story. But to the home and office, we deliver, so it can be a surprise. If there's no one home, then we, especially if it's hot, we'll walk the flowers back to the car, to the van, have the cool air running on them, make some calls or send a text message to find out, is someone home and just not able to answer the door? If they're away from home, do they have a preferred neighbor to leave it with? Because our goal is always to leave the flowers there with a neighbor inside if there's no one home. Sometimes the person's just around the corner and can scoot back, so we'll wait for them. So we do everything to make sure the recipient gets the flowers, and without a second trip or them having to come to us in our studio. We're centrally located. We deliver all over the valley, so sometimes it's quite a distance. And so in that case, we don't want to have to charge you for a second trip, and we don't want them to have to drive all the way across town to get them from us. We want to make it super simple. And then when they're not home, if they're not home, we leave it with a neighbor. We always leave them a voice message letting them know where. We keep the information. We typically also share it with the sender so that they know what's happening, and can help with communication if needed. But our goal is to close the loop so it's just an FYI for the sender. And then what happens if you don't know when you're sending flowers? What happens if you don't know if they're working from the home or office or when they're going to be home during the day? If you want us to coordinate with them about what time during the day, you can give us permission to reach out to them ahead of time. It'll not be quite as a surprise when we come to the door, but we can communicate that. And then if you don't know if they're working from home or from the office, which day of the week, we can reach out to them and say, we have something to deliver to you by hand. And what's the best address for that? Are you at home or at the office? And so you don't actually, if it's a coworker or someone that you don't know as well, you don't even have to know what their address is because they'll share it with us as long as we have permission to reach out to them ahead of time. So again, we just love making floral deliveries delightful and amazing. And so we take on all the logistics. We keep the flowers cool. Oh, we have I think I said this. We have a roll-up door. So our van is cool. We put we put flowers in the cooler. We typically make them the night before. So they're in the cooler for that overnight, getting really super cold. The vase is cold, the water's cold. And then if they're made the same day, we keep cold water in our coolers so that we can use that instead of room temperature before they go out. So thank you so much, and we appreciate you. And please let me know in the comments or email us or text us at our main phone number and let us know what other questions you have that we can answer. Thanks. Have a great day.